Welcome back to Wall of Game where passion meets music. And in this episode, we are going to pick our favorite blues guitar player of all time. Are you ready, lads?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I've gone with Gary Moore.
Oh, great show.
Yeah. And I have a number of reasons why. So I've been listening to a lot of Gary over the last few months. And he is a phenomenal guitar player. Like that goes without saying. Not only is he a fantastic blues guitar player, but he's also a fantastic jazz fusion guitar player. He can play in all different styles, prog, acoustic, rock. He's absolutely brilliant. He's so accomplished, like it's ridiculous. There's like no filter between what he's thinking and what's coming out in his fingers. He's just an absolute virtuoso guitar player. And even in the blues style, like he's got some albums called Still Got the Blues, obviously is probably one of the most notable ones, but also After Hours is a fantastic album.
Yeah.
And even in the blues songs on those albums, he's able to like bring in elements of like finger tapping, and elements of shredding in blues and non-blues scales, but in a blues song. And I think he's phenomenal. His vibrato as well, when he bends that note and he's able to get that kind of a vibrato feel on it. It's very hard to think of anyone that would match him. Possibly Eric Clapton, possibly BB King, but there's not that many blues rock guitar players I think would be at the standard of Gary Moore. And the unfortunate thing about Gary is he's very under, like he's not considered one of the great blues guitar players of all time. He kind of went under the radar a little bit. And it's probably, unless you're actually big into blues music, or maybe if you like Thin Lizzy, a lot of people kind of segue into Gary through Thin Lizzy. I know that's how I found out about Gary Moore. It was songs like Parisian Walkways, and then the album he did with Thin Lizzy, of course, Roisin Dove, the Black Rose, and then I kind of got more into the Gary Moore stuff through that. But yeah, I think he's a phenomenal guitar player. And for me, I love Clapton, but I think Gary Moore has actually got a better catalog of blues guitar music than Clapton. So that's my pick for my favorite blues guitar player of all time.
Yeah, well said. Yeah, I was definitely something similar. I would have heard about Gary through Tin Lizzy, and I remember my relations then had given me After Hours and stuff like that, and I remember just listening and actually going to see Pat McManus and hearing Pat play in the local pub is some of this stuff, and I'm like, what is this? And he's like, oh, it's Gary Moore, he's Irish. I'm like, he's Irish, wow. And then just going down the rabbit hole then, like, proud to have one of our own, like being on the top of them lists, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Great shout.
Absolutely.
Will I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I went with another Irishman. I went with Rory Gallagher. Um, yeah, I probably can't speak as well as you guys can about the nuts and bolts about playing and that, but as listening to Rory, again, how I got into him probably was Pat McManus. And as crazy as that is, like I remember being a young fella in the pubs, being almost hypnotized by Pat playing these songs and finding out, oh, it's Gary Moore, that's Rory Gallagher, and he was this and he was that, and this is this, and go listen to this. And a lot has to be said for Pat, another great Irish guitarist. But yeah, Rory, when I heard live in Europe and the Irish tour albums, that was it, man. That was it. How, Rob, as you said, like him, his hands, his emotion, and the song are just one. Like it's completely just, he's in the zone. As a slide guitarist too, I think he's brilliant. Brilliant. And he just seemed like a good dude. He seemed like a nice guy who just wanted to play music. He wasn't chauvinistic. He wasn't flashy. He was a denim jacket, jeans, and a guitar. Go on stage, play my music, and leave you just in awe. And for me, that's why I have Rory at the best, as the best.
Brilliant. Brilliant choice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And same with myself in terms of Gary Moore. Got into Gary Moore through Tin Lizzy. It's the exact same route. And from there, I found Rory Gallagher because I didn't know of taste and stuff like that. But my choice, if I'm to answer the question you're asking, which is the best blues, I would imagine it's a highly skilled, highly talented guitar player. But I'm kind of torn between a couple. Stevie Ray Vaughan is probably my favorite if you want to go that route, or the one that has had the biggest effect on me is probably Johnny Winter. So Johnny Winter because of Muddy Waters. I'm a really big Muddy Waters fan, and Johnny Winter kind of got revitalized his career in the 70s. So that's where I found out about him. But for flashy guitar playing, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but like the high end skill, Stevie Ray Vaughan, he's just absolutely fantastic. He had him and the band was Double Trouble, I think they were called. His brother was in it. I think he played the keys, and the skill of them were just amazing. The first album I got of his was a live album. I think it was Live Alive or something like that. Had some wonderful songs. Done a Jimi Hendrix song, a great song called "Mary Had a Little Lamb." I've spent ages trying to learn how to play that song because it's just a song full of licks. It's a lovely song. It's just brilliant. Um, but the energy of him on stage and to do all that while singing, and it's just some talent, some talent. Um, so yeah, that'd be my choice.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
great shout. Yeah, he's unbelievable to watch him on stage. I believe his brother is playing in Ballyshannon this year.
That's right, Jimmy. Yeah,
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Jimmy's playing Ballyshannon this year. Yeah, I was looking at the
Wow.
lineup the other day, actually, Gav.
yeah.
I'm very tempted,
I
I
I
have
w-
to say.
I drove through it yesterday, and I looked at the car park, and I'm like, you know what? If I have to sleep in the van with a mattress, I'm going this year. I don't care. And yeah, I've heard that there's going to be something special.
Really
Yeah, yeah, I've heard it from a good source that there could be a surprise act. So
brilliant,
Okay.
brilliant.
I haven't seen the lineup this year, but there's a local lad. He's from Bundoran. I used to work with him. I used to be like going around when they were doing gigs, being an unpaid roadie because I just wanted to hang out with them. There's a guy called Johnny Gallagher, and
Yeah,
he does playing it quite regularly. And very talented guitarist,
yeah,
very
yeah,
talented guitarist.
all I've heard is great things about the festival. Like, there's people quickly, I'll say, like from Germany, France,
yeah.
Greece, that go religiously every year, and you'll come across a guitarist playing outside the pub from Australia who would absolutely blow your socks off. Blues guitarist, like it's just an absolute weekend of just a wall of music, and everyone's chilled and no drama and just music, and everyone's on the same buzz. And I should be kicking myself that I've never gone, but I think I will go this year. Band of Friends are playing as well, Jerry McAvoy, and I think some
Pat
of
McManus is playing.
Pat McManus is playing. Yeah, I was chatting to Pat, and yeah, even some of Rory's Marshall amps will be making a appearance on stage.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think they bring the amps nearly every year, and Jerry gets to play them. Well, the guitarist in Jerry's band gets to play them, which is pretty damn cool. So yeah,
Brilliant.
try and get up there this year.
Great stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
same myself. Have you ever been to it, Marcus? The Rory
Yeah,
Gallagher
I'm
Festival?
I'm actually from about 8 miles away from there. That's where I'm originally from. So all my family there, I've been there a number of years.
Very
Really.
good.
It's great. Yeah, yeah, it's just great. It's the pubs there, great energy and stuff like that. And you're right, you could see some guy in the street and he would just blow your socks off. It's a great place to go and check out.
Yeah, definitely, definitely,
Class, class. Great stuff. Well, we'll have that to look forward to, and there's loads of gigs on this summer as well to look forward to. So we might do a separate episode on that.
definitely.
But
Excellent.
thanks for sharing your favorite guitar players, guys, or your favorite blues guitar players. That was a really good chat. And I'm only getting into Stevie Ray Vaughan, Marcus. Only kind of Texas Flood and a few of them. I've listened to a few of those albums. So looking forward to diving a bit deeper into his back catalogue.
Well, if you want to see something just quite skillful, Google guitar change on Stevie Ray Vaughan,
Okay.
and he's in the middle of a solo. getting his guitar changed. It's, him and his roadie had quite an understanding. It's quite impressive.
It was like a Formula One pit change, was it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like this is in the middle of the song. He stops solo for a second. He sings a little bit and changes the guitar and gone. Off he goes again. Didn't even bat an eyelid.
Brilliant.
He's so unbelievable.
Absolutely brilliant. Great stuff. I must check that out. Okay, we will talk to you on the next one. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Bye for now.